18 people, a bowling alley, a bar, and a guy with military PTSD. What went wrong?
Well, Maine just had its first mass shooting. So, congrats, I guess.
That is one hell of a dark milestone. And the killer?
Found dead. Suicide. Real vanish and self-delete energy. Classic disappearing act, but with finality.
It feels like every time the ending is the same. Violence, chaos, then the shooter avoids justice by checking out early.
Yeah, it's the same broken pattern, only the location and the body count change.
What do we know about him? Besides the PTSD headline everyone's been throwing around,
Ex-military, had some history of mental health crises. Warnings were there, loud and blinking, but still, he got his hands on guns.
of course he did. In America, mental instability and firearm access go together like peanut butter and gasoline.
It's not even satire anymore, it's just the script. What's worse, people did raise flags about him
You mean someone actually tried to prevent this?
multiple times. Family, friends, even colleagues. But the system is more reactive than preventive.
So we wait for tragedy before we move a finger, and then we just pray and argue on cable news?
Thoughts and prayers, the most useless currency in the post-shooting economy.
What do you think makes this shooting different, if anything?
Honestly, the location. Maine's not known for this. Small towns, quiet places, this shattered a kind of illusion.
The illusion that gun violence is an urban problem, that it stays in someone else's zip code.
Exactly. This wasn't a gang shooting. It wasn't tied to drugs or money. It was a guy unraveling in plain sight.
And yet, nothing stopped him. Not community, not policy, not even prior incidents.
That's the part that haunts me. We keep treating these like anomalies when they're clearly systemic.
How long do we keep calling it a wake-up call before we admit we've hit snooze 100 times?
We're not asleep. We're just numb, desensitized. It takes 18 dead now to even break a headline.
And then it's gone in a news cycle. Until the next town, the next bar, the next bowling alley.
We memorialize names and light candles, but change? That's rare. Change is the real unicorn here.
And behind every shooter is a trail of red flags no one acted on or couldn't act on because laws didn't let them.
Or they did act. And the system shrugged. Well, he hasn't done anything yet.
Until he does. Then we get to retroactively analyze the carnage.
We treat mental health like a shield and a sword. Excuse and explanation rolled into one.
PTSD doesn't equal homicidal, but it's easier to blame that than ask deeper questions.
Like, why are deadly weapons easier to access than mental health care?
Or, what's it going to take to make that equation flip?
Probably something more shocking than 18 people dead, which is a horrifying sentence to say out loud.
But it's honest, and maybe that's what we need more of, honest conversations.
And less of the, this isn't who we are nonsense, because clearly it is.
Silence doesn't protect anyone, but speaking up might if someone's actually listening.
Let's hope this time someone